breakdowns, major breakdowns. Water SMZ, just cool logging stuff. Y'all come check out how our Thursday, Friday, and Saturday went. Pretty interesting. Woo! Let's go! Thursday morning. We're on the cursed Carpenter's Bridge track. We're gonna be here for sure through the weekend. I don't even know if we're gonna finish it through the weekend. Storyline to give y'all. We're racing the rain. There's a tropical system forming in the Gulf. It's headed this way. Will it come here? Will it not? We're behind on loads. And we're short of hand today. 620 just sitting over there. Rain coming. We're short on loads. We're short of hand today. This track just won't give me a break. So we got our got a little rock this morning. I think I mentioned that in the last video that I was waiting on rock. They were here first thing this morning with my rock. So that helped out. Looks like it stood up a lot better that time. It just needed some more rocking, and when we got here this morning, it was pretty bad. Second round of trucks already coming in. Got one coming in now. We had one just leave. And watch it come across that culvert. They're not bouncing and everything as bad as what they were yesterday, so that's good. So they're coming down in here. They're swinging over in this set here. They're kind of like nosing up in there. And backing around the corner here. I'll let y'all watch this real quick. So we're having to keep this side of the set pretty clean so the trucks have somewhere to turn around. It's just tight quarters back in here. And you get these kind of places, you know, later in the summer when you're trying to work and do. Got them air hoses caught. I really rather them back in here, but they think they can do it this way, so. If it was good dry forecast and everything like that, I'd open this on up even more, but it's not being a good dry forecast. We'll, you go to pushing fresh dirt around and then it rains in here, you're gonna be screwed. We're just trying to buckle down and get this knocked out back here. I'm hoping we can finish this Saturday, but who knows. So anyway, that's what's going on here. Like I said, it's Thursday morning. Y'all are getting a new video today. It'll be published after a while. And I'm fixing to go get back on the skidder. Go help drag these trees up that I've been that I daylighted my road yesterday with. Go finish dragging them up here, and who knows, we'll try and maybe get down there in the woods in a minute and let y'all watch the little 648 over there skid around. Let y'all watch it in the woods itself work. We'll be back. Alright, it's a little bit later in the afternoon now. This is the last truck for the day. This is number 12. That's 2 days of 12 in a row. Ain't nothing broke yet. So right now, this is my game plan for the week to get my 60 to get us caught back up. And we thought the mill, something caught on fire in the mill last night, and we thought that they was not going to take wood Saturday. I called my foresters, and they got in touch with the mill manager and everything like that. And they confirmed they will be taking wood on Saturday, so we'll work Saturday, and we'll run 12 today like we've just done. We'll run 12 again tomorrow, and then Saturday we'll run 9 with my 3 trucks, and that will give me an even 60. So that's a pretty good rebound for only doing 5 loads on Tuesday. We were completely down Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. No, it's Monday. Monday's the day we chunked one dry shaft and another dry shaft and then everything like that, so. So that's a quick little update right there. Get y'all kind of caught up on what we got going on and everything. Watch the pup throw his straps, tie his flags on. We're also fixing to, they should be rolling up any minute. We should be fixing to have a nice little OSHA inspection. That's a pretty truck. Man, that's a pretty truck. I don't know if y'all can see, I'll kind of zoom in a little bit on here and there. See his chrome on his hood, and then up above his doors, he's got that chrome up there. He's wanting the piece that goes underneath the door, in between the door and the step box there. He's wanting that piece chrome next. told him he's got to haul like 30 loads in a week, and then I'll get it for him. But anyway, so that's kind of where we're at. What's going on right now? Fixing to have ocean inspection. That's number 12. Another good day. And our game plan right now to get 60 for the week is to haul 12 tomorrow and 9 Saturday. Let y'all listen to Puppy roll out. I love listening to those Caterpillar motors. But anyway, so we're gonna go put the camera up real quick. Mickey still got, shoot, he's probably still got over a load. That's probably closer to 2 over there. We'll pile up to about 3 o'clock, fuel up, go to the house. So an SMZ is a SMZ stands for Streamside Management Zone. Basically, in common words here, it's a creek, a water drain, you know, it's some kind of low water shed area, so to speak. So, as you can see here, we're down in one of these SMZs that this trackage is full of, because we are right off the side of one of the major scenic waterways in the state of Louisiana, the Whiskey Chitta Creek. It is a huge travel place to come canoeing and tubing, and I believe people kayak down it, and plenty of fishing, and just, it's a very scenic waterway, and we have to maintain and preserve these SMZs, and most especially the scenic waterways. But we have to maintain these to where we're not killing what's here or destroying what's here for wildlife. We're here to harvest, like you can see the pine over there. We're here to harvest, and you can see over there is where he hasn't cut, and over there is where he has cut, where Matt has cut. But anyway, that's, you know, it just kind of shows you what it opens up and everything else. We're trying to harvest the pine, and the pine is planted, it may be in a wetter area, but it is not in what, like this is an SMZ. So we're not here to just run through these hardwood flats and everything else and destroy them. We're here to preserve them and to maintain them and to keep them growing for future wildlife. It promotes, it gives the wildlife a place to find water. As much as I don't like them, it gives snakes a place to feed on the little frogs and everything else that may be in these areas, or small fish that may be in some of the little bit bigger SMZs that we have in the area. Here is a great example right here. See if I can turn the brightness down a little bit. So y'all see how that ground right there, like right in there, is all tore up looking, almost looks like somebody's went through there with a tiller. And you swing around here and you look at this ground, you see how it's like nice and sealed over and everything like that. That is hogs. Hogs have been here. Pigs, hogs, wild hogs, however you want to call it. That is what has done that, and they've done this probably within 2 days. ago, as fresh as that looks. So you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, I'm trying to adjust the color and everything, but that spot, that dark spot right there, if you, I don't know how well this is turning out on camera, but anyway, that is where he stuck his nose in the ground, or she or whatever, she or he stuck their nose in the ground looking for, you know, whatever hogs eat, bugs and worms and you know, just whatever else. And you know, so that's a prime example of an SMZ maintaining and promoting wildlife. And that is one of the big things of being in the forestry industry, is you're not just here to cut down and mow down all the pine trees and just screw the land. We're here to conserve, preserve, maintain, and, you know, promote future growth for future generations of loggers and hunters and, you know, whoever else may be coming out here and enjoying these wooded areas. One of the big things that's popular in our area are hunting leases. The timber industry will companies will lease certain sections of their timberland to hunters. And like here, I mean, you have, just like this one here, this is a pretty big hunting lease. So you have people bringing their kids to the hunting lease. So that gets kids off of streets and gives them something to do, and gives them something to do other than play video games. And you know, it's a big cycle and circle, and it's crazy at how much just a little bit, you know, what little drop we are to this bucket here, as to what it all ends up being for, you know, several other folks. You know, it's not just being in the timber business and cutting trees and hauling logs and stuff like that. You are, like I said, you're trying to preserve the land and utilize a renewable resource from Mother Nature, and not destroy the land, and keep you know, keep new coming. And like these bottoms here, like these bottoms, you want to keep them maintained without cutting these big oaks and stuff, because these things takes, like this tree right here, I bet that tree is easily, that is an easy 50-year-old tree. This one here is probably 60 or so years old. You know, these big oak trees, they take forever to grow. They are very slow growing trees. So you don't want to just come in here and just mow all this down. So that is what a SMZ is a stream side management zone. It's technical term for a creek or a hardwood standing area that we don't need to be inside of. We can thin all of the pine all the way up to the, like this right here, you know, this isn't a scenic waterway, so we can thin all of the pine up to the edge of the slope. That is, you know, you can kind of see, I believe, kind of like right here, how it starts sloping down. So I can thin my pine up all the way to right there, and then from any pine growing from there to the other side of the slope, which would be kind of like over in there where that dark spot is, I have to leave any pine inside of that, and the hardwood, of course. And then whenever they clear cut it, they'll actually go in there and pull all of the pine out of the SMZ, and then they will never replant pine within 50 feet of the center of the SMZ. And they'll even push like a little lane around the SMZ, buffering it off, and the SMZ will never be disturbed again. Like this one here, they must have already been implementing that when they clear cut this, because it looks like all of the pine, I've not seen any pine in these hardwoods here, in these SMZs. So they must have already implemented that regulation when they clear cut this to go in and get the pine and get out. And because, like, most especially like this little sapling right here, that one probably was you know, something about as big as this little sapling right there when they clear cut this. And you can kind of see how it was skint maybe as they were working in here, and then it's grew on up to what it is now. But you won't have to damage anything else inside the SMZ once you get all the pine out. But we've been doing that for years now, so most of your SMZs don't have pine standing in them anymore. Most of your SMZs are just solid hardwoods. When you come up to a scenic waterway, you have to leave, it doesn't matter it's pine or what, a minimum of 100-foot buffer. Like, you have to leave timber standing on each side of the scenic river or scenic waterway, 100 foot on either side. And I think you can thin the pine up to 50 feet from the bank. I'd have to go back and read my papers, but it's been forever since I've worked beside a scenic river. So yeah, so that's what an SMZ is. An SMZ is a streamside management zone. In other words, it's a creek or some kind of waterway. It's meant to preserve the hardwood bottoms and stuff in the creeks, and it is meant to give wildlife a place to grow, and, you know, have water sources, and, you know, I would say cleaner water sources than normal that they would find out here. And like right here, you know, it's fine that we crossed it like we did here. You just have to put a culvert down to where the water can transfer. When the water gets really deep, this is going to be completely underwater back here anyway. So it's obviously the next morning, and y'all can see that by how dark it is. But something I would like to add to the SMZ dude picky that I was talking about yesterday. Not only are you just out here, you know, trying to preserve these hardwood bottoms. I think I touched on it just a second ago. I wasn't sure. But not only are you promoting wildlife, whenever you conserve these places, these woodland places like this, it gives families somewhere to go. Like, this stuff is leased up. This place I'm on is a hunting lease. It's Hancock-owned land, or it's managed by Hancock, however you want to say it. So it's Hancock timber, and then they lease the land to hunters to hunt here. And these people that have this have a super nice deer camp and everything. So it gives families somewhere to enjoy their weekend. Some people, that's their getaway, is they'll go to their deer camp throughout the year and ride their four-wheelers, and like this one has a major waterway running through it, so they'll hunt and they'll fish and, you know, play with their four-wheelers and ATVs, UTVs year-round. So there's more to than just promoting wildlife. You know, you're conserving a way for people to have a means of entertainment, and that's what, and in my opinion, that means, I mean, the wildlife and stuff is super important as well, but giving families a place to go and do stuff outside of, you know, normal going to malls and stuff like that. You get your kids outside and out in the world and teach them how to hunt and fish and everything like that, and that's one of the big things with, you know, that you're not only just trying to conserve and preserve wildlife, you're trying to teach the youth how to self-sustain and whatnot, you know, by giving these people a place to lease like that, and then they have the wildlife to come in and enjoy and sport hunt and stuff. it's more than just, you know, like I was saying some minute ago, logging is more than just cutting trees, sawing down logs, trucking trees. It's way more to this industry than what people would think. I gotta go get back on my skidder and go back to skidding and de-limbing wood. I've almost got my little pocket over here cut out, or it's cut out. I got it almost skid. I think I got 2 more little low rows, so probably about 2 more loads I have to go skid. So Friday morning. All right, we're on load number 6 already for the day. The new guy didn't show up again, so we're back short. I guess you'd say short-handed. It's not really affecting us that much here. That just means I don't have as much time to play with YouTube, which is fine. So what we're doing now, Mickey's back here de-limbing. We're still in the back. This is still the cursed, and it makes it even worse. Today's Friday the 13th. Carpenter's Bridge track. The 718 is sitting over here. I just got done cutting with it. I cut a patch kind of over here to where the sun is shining. I just got done cutting a patch over here. I figure there's going to be about 3 more loads come out of it. Now I'm fixing to get on the 620 and take it over there and skid it. And then I'm going to skid it and de-limb it, put it in a pile all by myself, while Mickey and Michael and Matt stay back here in the back processing wood. They're actually, we're going to load everything from back here just in case rain does come. But good news, the weather forecasters have decided that the rain is going to there's some kind of system magically just popped up out of the blue, and it's going to block the tropical system that's supposed to be coming in. It's going to go towards the Florida area, which sucks for you guys in Florida, and up the East Coast, I believe is what they're showing now, which again sucks for y'all. I don't wish any bad luck on anybody else, but I definitely don't need it, most especially crossing that SMZ right there. But just to make sure, you know, planning ahead here, just to make sure we don't get caught with our panties down with a bunch of wood in the back here. All the wood up front is probably going to be like our Monday wood or something like that, you know. So we're going to try and get everything cut out of this pocket back here. So even if we're going to work tomorrow, but even if we just say get some rain after we leave here Saturday and we got this pocket cleaned up, I'll still have, like, between the hardwood and the pine that I'll have up there, I'll have like 5 loads of wood that I can load out Monday, and we can pull maintenance or something if we can't get the road dried out. So that'll give my crew a day's worth of work, and the 5 loads of wood that I'll be hauled will cover the fuel that will be burned and any cost, you know, in labor. So I'll be kind of broke even that day. Won't be made no money, so to speak, on my end, or the job's end, and I'm still just a day hand myself. But the crew will be made a day, and that's the important thing, is keeping your crew making days. And we'll be caught up on some maintenance. But I have a packing we have to get changed soon on the 718. On the tilt cylinders, it's a leaking. Been leaking a little bit, and it's starting to get worse. I got a line on the 620 I need to get changed. I need to change the oil on the 620. I need to change the oil on the 234B here. The 230, the old 234 needs oil changing it too. So it's the tigercat stuff. We have to do all our own oil changes. Now the John Deere stuff, they come do it for you. We buy a service plan through them at the purchase of the machine, and they come do all our service plans for, or service intervals for us. So anyway, that's where we're at. That's what's going on. It's Friday. I'm fixing to go jump on this 620. Y'all just hang on. We'll be back. Well, y'all get 3 days worth of video out of this one. It's Saturday morning. There's not going to be much content come off of today. We have major problems with the 853. Well, we have major problems with the FR50 attached to my 853. I'll go show y'all in a second. So we're already on round 2. We're only hauling 3 rounds today, 9 loads. We get my 9 loads, we'll be at 60. I'm not counting them until I'm not counting my loads like I did last week till I actually complete that 60th load on a truck. And it has crossed the scales at the mill. Last week I got ahead of myself and I lost a load because I thought I was gonna get it and I didn't. So we're out here. Mickey's done up there. Pup's done on his 2nd load. Our other truck driver, the white Kenworth, that's his CB handle is Tag. Tag will be here to get his 2nd load in just a quick second. Or my uncle that drives the red and black Kenworth, he'll be here in a second. One of the two will be here in a second to get their 2nd load. Hopefully we'll be done with the trucking somewhere around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and we'll be out of here before noon today. It's my kind of Saturday. So Mickey's up there just delimbing a little bit of wood, getting ready for the next truck. I'm gonna have to go get on the 620 sitting over there and Finished skidding out my pocket that I was working on yesterday, and get our morning wood for Monday built up front. Matt is going to have to run Mall Bell rubber tire. Old Faithful. The track cutter sitting over there in the bushes in the dark. She is down. She is down. So that's where we're at. Saturday morning, like I said. Nothing real crazy going on. Just a normal morning of doing stuff. Y'all hang out. I'm gonna walk over there when it gets daylight enough and show y'all the track cutter and what's wrong with it. We'll be back. Okay. Y'all can see that that's broke right there. Ripped out, however you want to say it. This is in the pocket. Step straight back. That is in the pocket of the head on the FR50. We knew it was a weak point whenever they showed us the head. They told us it was going to be a weak point, but they also told us it would take like 8,000 to 10,000 hours before it done this. I'm not slamming them or anything else. We knew this was a weak point. What has happened is the arm, where the pin goes through for the inside cylinders, for this cylinder and that cylinder there, the ears inside of there that are welded to that plate on the front of that pocket, it ripped the bottom ones loose from the back. Like it ripped them off, and then the front ones, or the top one, once this one broke loose, and this all happened like within probably 6 or 8 trees. I mean, you can't see when something like that breaks inside the cab. You know, the arm is not necessarily like flopping around, so you're not noticing anything on that. It shoved the pin over and then snapped the top ones off as well, and has mangled all of that up inside of there. And it's gotten my arm, it got up and broke this bolt, and it hit here and broke this bolt out, and then spun this around and bent this, jobbed it down, and shoved it into, I don't know if I can get a good enough, a little bit maybe, but y'all can see where that's all kind of beat up looking. That's beat up in there, where this here was swinging back and beating into that, and then the other ends of the cylinders are just torn and mangled and shoved up into the head inside of there. It is a very, very, very major breakdown. I'm not sure how we're going to have to go about fixing this. We knew when we bought the head that it was going to be a weak point, as I said, and it would be a responsibility of ours to fix it. But they also told us it would be 8,000 to 10,000 hours before that happened, and we're at we ain't even at 3,000 hours yet. We're like 28 and a half, almost 2,900 hours on this machine, and this head probably has 200 hours less than that on it, because they didn't bring the head. The machine was not delivered with this head. This head was installed at a later date. So I'm not sure what's gonna go on. I'm not bad mouthing, I'm not slamming or anything like that. I'm just showing y'all what has happened. Any negative comments about it, I'll just go ahead and remove you from the channel. I don't need that. This is a prototype design. We knew that when we purchased the head that there could be issues like this, and we're gonna see how Deere will help us with it. I mean, I'm hoping for sure they'll help cover some of the cost since it happened so soon, and possibly get me a loaner machine, because right now all I have to cut with is my 10-year-old, which is still a great machine, 718 rubber tire cutter. That is all I have to cut with for right now. So I'm trying to see what our next steps are. This happened about 3:30 yesterday afternoon on a Friday afternoon, so you can't, I mean, there was not enough time by the time we got everything, like, I guess you'd say, diagnosed. There's not enough time to call and talk to the proper channels of my dealer and see where we go from here. But like I said, I've had tigercat stuff break, I've had John Deere stuff break. We knew when we purchased this head that it was going to be a potential issue in the future, but we didn't plan to keep the machine 10,000 hours either. Planned to run it till, you know, we got it paid for, and then get rid of it and keep a trade up, because in any logging business, but most especially mine, because you depend so heavily on the track machine in my area, you just don't keep them. You don't keep your primary cutter, you know, super long. You try and keep yourself in something pretty new to where it's dependable and whatnot. This machine has been perfectly flawless up until this. This has nothing to do with the machine or the construction of the 853 or anything else. Again, this was just a prototype that failed, and we knew it was going to fail, but we didn't know it was going to fail this soon. So that's what's on the agenda with the 853. We're down on it. We're back to one cutter today, but like we're only doing 9 loads. This is number 5 already. So we only have to load 4 more loads, and I have most of that already piled up front. And old Super Mickey over there is knocking wood out faster than I've ever seen before. So hopefully we'll be done with trucks around 10. It's about 7:30 now, so 2 hours he'll be back. So yeah, we should be done with the truck in about 10:30, and hopefully we'll be out of here 11:30. So anyway, that's where we're at. That's what's going on. Got a major foul up. Nothing John Deere's done wrong. We knew it was a weak point, and we'll figure out where we got to go from here. And as we get updates, I'll keep y'all updated as well. And yeah, things are interesting again, that's for sure. So y'all hang out. Got some more stuff coming for y'all today. I don't know what, but I'll find something. We'll be back. There she is, boys and girls, number 60. Number 60, right there. Fixing to roll out. I think we're gonna deal in about what, 3 more drags? Oh, Jesus. Mickey wants to stay at work till 4. It's 10 o'clock, what I thought. Well, it's actually 10:20. I figured we'd be done by this time. There it is, rolling out. Monday. We fixing to go home and call it a week. We'll find something else to do besides logging. Michael's gonna back drag the road, get all the vines and everything out of it. as I usually wrap my videos up, we'll wrap it up like this week. We turned a really bad week into a good week number-wise on the loads. I mean, it's still been a crappy week with everything that got tore up. We can't fix that. That's something, you know, that's just part of working in the woods. You overcome and adapt to adversity. So we done that this week. The crew buckled down really hard. I mean, that's 60 loads with 4 men, and in my area, that's really, really good. All of that was cut with one shear. All of it was loaded and de-limbed with one loader, and 90% of it gonna be done with one skidder. So, and we can just get on Matt over here to figure out how to quit tearing stuff up. I'm just giving him a hard time. That head had we knew it had a defect whenever we bought it. So, anyway, we turned out a good week numbers wise. Even though we had a lot of expenses this week, we're still gonna come out, you know, pretty good. It's good to keep hitting your 60 loads because that's your commitment to the meals. I'm actually 5 loads over my commitment to one of my meals, so that's even better. It shows them that, you know, we're trying. So whenever things get tight, if quotas kick in, they'll usually take care of us and keep us with a high quota. Or some of these crews that come out and work, you know, half a day and they go home and still get their 8 or whatever they're shooting for and just quit early. You know, they usually don't get the bigger quotas when quotas kick in. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling. This video is probably going to be extremely long. I wouldn't be shocked to say it's going to be an hour video by the time I get done with everything. I appreciate everybody for watching, and we crossed the 2,000 mark since the last video was published. We actually crossed that as that video was publishing, actually the night before that video published. I haven't got to say anything yet. I appreciate every bit of that. Everybody, all the new subscribers, welcome aboard. All the old guys that's been here since the beginning, or real early in the beginning, I appreciate all the support still from all of y'all. I'm working on, we'll publish this video Monday, and we'll be done the hat drawing last night. But I am looking at what we got to do with the 2,000 subscriber mark, as far as if it's going to be okay for me to bring somebody out and everything like that. I mean, it should be. You have to make sure I have you know, a proper PPE for them to wear and stuff. Anyway, everything should check out on that, hopefully, and I'll be doing a big giveaway here soon where somebody can come hang out on the job with us for a few hours one day. Hopefully it's sometime after I get done repairing all of this mess. But anyway, we appreciate everybody, all the views, all the comments. We love it. We love making the videos for y'all, so y'all keep coming back. We'll keep making the videos, and piled that trash up out there, and Mickey's tops are hanging up in it. Anyway, as I like to say at the end of my videos now, y'all keep on logging, and I'm gonna keep on logging, and we all just keep on logging. Until the next video, we'll catch y'all next time.